to the Force Away. My name is Diz, aka David Zammit. Let's get on with the show with the news, the views, the reviews, and interviews. Making news this time around, George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, is appearing in the new movie Minions and Monsters. That's right, a Minions movie. The man decided to rock a voice in the Minions movie. Check that one out. I've not checked it out personally. I've been told it's actually quite good for a Minions film, but in a way we'll have to see for ourselves. And to more news, well, no news is good news, especially with Starfighter. No news is good news. Nothing. Starfighter, the movie that's coming out in 2027 for Star Wars, no news. We are on the verge, about a month away, of getting news, but no news at the moment. Anyway, let's get on with the next segment, which is views. Views is either my viewpoint or my story view idea on something Star Wars. This time around will be my viewpoint, and it would deal with now the Starfighter movie is going to get lots of rumors happening now and very soon. All the speculation, whether it's about Daisy Ridley, will she appear in this film as Rey, or will who's Amy Adams playing in the actual movie, everything. So all I will say is that it is only rumors at the moment. Just don't worry, hold on. Just wait till D23 in August, and that's when we'll get the big reveal. I am absolutely sure of it. Anyway, so that's my views for this time around. Let's get into reviews. Reviews this time around, well, I'm going to have to say there is no review at the moment, besides extending on the movie that I saw last week, which was it's a very hard one to say. It's called Leviticus, and it was a very good film, very confronting, very if you're not into horror, you won't like it. It's definitely very niche, but Australian filmmaking is just fantastic at the moment. Not just in a yuppie sort of way, but in a, like, when I say that, like, very very niche and stylistic. But it is basically, it's just got great story, it's got great visuals, great sound, and it's fantastic. So really, at the moment, that is my only review I can give you at the moment. I did give it an 8.5 out of 10. Check it out. It is in cinemas. It's been in cinemas for the last couple of weeks, especially here in Australia. Look out I think it's also in America as well, so check that one out. Leviticus, I think that's how you pronounce it. And look out for the standout actor, which is John Bird or Joe Bird. I think it's one of the two. It's one of the two main actors in the film. But anyway, that's my review for this time around, which is a bit of a double up, just because I'm in transition edition at the moment. Anyway, let's get into the interviews. Interviews is my last video with questions. Let's see what we have this time around. And please hold on to your hats. I am going to get the studio happening with a really great, surrounding stuff like I did last time, just in a different location with a bit of a variance to it. Anyway, and subscribe to the channel, The Force Always. I'm here 3-4 times a week. I'm really pushing to get some 3 times this week. I've been very busy in transition. That's why this is the edition of Transition Edition. Let's get into the interviews. So we've got Michael from Werribee South once again. The rules of the curse. Some viewers noted consistency issues regarding what constitutes being alone enough for the monster to strike. Did these logical gaps take you out of the story, or did you accept them as nightmare logic? Now, Michael, without mentioning what he's talking about, as he does, but it's okay. He's talking about the movie Leviticus, as I told you about, and it is a horror he's sort of giving a partial spoiler here, but he's saying the rules of the curse. Some viewers noted consistency issues regarding what constitutes being alone enough for the monster to strike. Now, so in the film, when you become alone, then the monster comes for you in the form of somebody that you really admire. So it changes forms in its look. It doesn't take you out of the film. It's just you've just got to work it out as the story progresses. It's easily worked out. It's not super simple, but it does work itself out. You've just got to sort of stay, quite wary to the film, so you can't just doze off. Anyway, but it's nothing out of this film takes you out of the actual film. Anyway, so the next question, Michael from Wellby South, once again, selective literalism. The movie is named after the biblical book frequently used to condemn homosexuality. How does the film comment on how the adult community weaponizes specific religious texts while ignoring others? The heavily tattooed deliverance preacher violating Levitical law. Look, yes, it is a movie. It is a gay movie, if that's a way to put it. It doesn't really. It does involve religion, but in more of a fantasy sort of style, and it does involve just horror. So the horror aspect with religion, and is the more dominant. It doesn't really get political in the film. It's more of a fantasy film, which is essentially horror, with gay actors, gay characters. They could be gay. I'm unsure, but So it's not a political film. It's a fantasy film that is essentially horror. Anyway, the next question I've got for Michael from Wellby South once again is the role of the church. The film portrays an economically devastated mill town where the church is the only one remaining social fabric. Do you think the township generously believes they are saving the boys, or are they using religion as a tool for control and conformity? Let me say that again. The role of the church. The film portrays an economically devastated mill town where the church is the only remaining social fabric. Do you think the townspeople genuinely believe they are saving the boys, or are they using religion as a tool for control or conformity? I think it is a little bit of a tool in the film. It's, again, fiction, not fact. So it's not political, but yes, it sort of has the ideals that religion will save you, not from being gay, but from the monster, and that's it. So that's as straightforward as I can give you with that answer, and that is the actual questions for this time around in the interview section. I'm on the go at the moment. The transition edition is, as you can see in the background, quite eventful. Anyway, until next time, my friends, keep rocking.